I received a question from a seeker, which I'm going to read out. So in first half of the email, they describe their own living situation, which I'm not going to go into to ensure privacy. So I'll read out the second half, which says, "So today I heard your speech about awakening and no more adjustment with society. How true is that?" So they are referring to a video I did a couple of days back, where I talk about how after awakening happens, we do not fit well with other people and society. It's a bit of a challenge. And I will link that video in the description if any of you want to go through that. Then they further say, "I don't know if I'm really awake. At least I think I am. Sometimes, but it's true. I like to just be or be creative. I'm happy without people, like the stillness and quietness." Now, the thing to understand here is that awakening is not a personal concept, it is an impersonal understanding. First of all, the person never awakens. Awakening is a dent into the structure of personality, and the truth is glimpsed. So awakening happens, but not by the person, not to the person. So illusion is when the person thinks that I have to be a certain way to be perceived as awakened. In fact, the very confusion where you think that you don't know if you are really awakened or not, that itself shows that some deep spiritual understanding has happened in your case. And your preference to just be and be creative sometimes and be happy in the stillness and quietness shows that the mind is at peace. And peace is the only thing that I am concerned with. I'm not concerned with awakening you because I am not awakened myself. I am not awakened. I am not enlightened. I am not a guru or a teacher. Now, some people perceive me like that, but I tell them that that's just your arrangement. If that helps you or brings you peace, so be it. But from my end, I do not consider myself as a teacher or a guru. I'm just here to share stories. And I like to share stories. I like to express myself. And yes, I too like peace and quietness. So they further say, although I have a wish to spread my light, to exchange, and at the same time, I don't know how, I keep asking inside my spirits, how can I spread my light? Just be. That's really it. It's a question. So I don't seem to get a useful answer. So how do you advise to handle such a situation? How do you do it? Well, you just spread the message. If an expression or an energy flows through you, allow it to flow. And we are so fortunate that in modern times we have the technology to do that easily and effortlessly. Well, they also say that technical stuff like opening a camera is really difficult for me. So I would say figure it out. Or just pick up your smartphone and start delivering the message. Don't worry too much about presentation or aesthetics, but try to connect with people and try to tell them your stories. Let them decide for themselves what is right and what is wrong, what path they should take. Just describe your experiences, your insights that you have received in your spiritual journey. And most people will relate and they will connect. Now, I can understand your hesitation because you seemed to be introverted, like I am. I am also quite an introvert. But here's the thing, this may change, and it does change sometimes. Now, the basic introverted nature is not going to change, so it will always be struggle to start the camera and to start with the message. But as it happens more and more, you will find that your mind and body will feel more and more at peace and at ease. So go with the natural flow. I would say just be spontaneous in your messaging. Whatever comes to your mind, share without worrying about gear, technology. Those things are later on. When I got started in 2019, I was just using a smartphone without even a mic to spread the message. What people really are interested in is your experiences, your insights, and even your struggles in your spiritual journey. So I don't think there is any problem as such. And since you are a creative person, I'm sure you will do this very well. Now understand one thing. When the awakening happens, not when person awakens, but when the awakening happens, there is a need for this mind-body organism to channel something. And it is just personal experiences, personal stories. When I started in 2019, I would just write. And I was not even writing about non-duality at that time. I would just write general things, very basic general things. Some of my own struggles in life. But slowly, the non-dual understanding, as it happened and as I received more and more insights, I started talking about awakening. I started talking about my personal journey. And a lot of people resonated with it. And here we are. Now I receive so much love that I do not feel the need to be too much secluded or be alone. Although physically I like to be a little alone sometimes, but I do receive love from so many people. And it's much different now than it was a couple of years back. And since you mentioned that you are a pensioner, you already are free to now explore and investigate and spread the message of peace and harmony. And the help will come, the support will come. I started in 2019, and it's only now that I started receiving support from people. Some of them buy my books, some of them donate, and that is how I make a living. I don't have a job. I don't have any other means of earning any money other than few investments that I have made here and there, but they just help me to sail through daily expenses. Other than that, my total devotion is to this message. So, if that thought has come to you that you need to spread the message, then just get started, just do it any way possible. And there are so many inspirational stories online where people from different parts of the world, and many of them much elder to us, have actually picked up technology and channeled their experiences beautifully. So, I would say that just investigate that what is stopping you from spreading the message. And I think you would do well. So I hope this answers your question. I wish you all the best in your journey. Take care.